YouTubers, this is John from Self-Sufficient UK. Hope everybody's doing well. Today I want to talk about the Ukraine invasion that's been happening for the last few days, which many of you do know and you're aware of, the whole world is aware of. It is an unprovoked attack and it is unjustified for this country, being Russia, invading a country that hasn't done anything in any way, shape or form. I have brought some notes with me, so bear with me. In the last few days, obviously, we've been hearing that there's been peace talks on the borders of Belarus. How well these peace talks will happen, whether it will happen or not, is another question. Because as they are speaking right now, they are still attacking. If peace talks needs to happen, I do believe that Russia needs to withdraw. Again, whether this will happen or not. My view is this Russia's war or is this Putin's war? If you haven't seen in the news already, one of the Russian soldiers itself, before they got killed, their last text to their parents was the fact that they was expecting to be let in and welcomed open arms. They didn't expect to be attacked or shot at. I wouldn't say attacked, because then Russia are the ones that are attacking, it's the Ukrainian ones that are defending. They weren't expected to be shot at, and they was expected to be welcomed. Obviously they're not welcomed because it's unjustified, but it makes you do wonder what actually Putin was saying to his soldiers as they were going into Ukraine. I do believe this is Putin's war and not Russia's war. I do believe that he is, because he's reaching the age of, he is 70, because he's reached the age of 70 now. I do believe that this is his one final ditch last attempt to get the Soviet Union back. This is the reason why us as individuals and society now, we need to make sure that we're prepared, because it could happen to us. Including the UK and any other European countries over in the States as well. It could happen to us if we do not keep an eye on it. Whilst they're having the peace talks and the missiles as well, Russia have also increased their deterrent system to the highest level possible, which goes to show that Putin is either making a big mistake, which by doing so, or he's got something else in planned or to attack other countries. What is in his mind, no one knows. What he's going to do, no one knows. But he has put them on high alert. This is one thing that obviously we need to be wary about, because if this invasion goes the way that he doesn't plan, could he launch a nuclear warhead at Ukraine or any other European countries or into America itself. Thankfully, at this moment in time, and hopefully it stays that way, China are staying pretty much neutral in this attack. Fingers crossed again, they stay neutral and that Russia are on their own. The sanctions that happen in Europe at the moment, obviously against Russia, Switzerland are getting involved, I read last night as well. They predominantly usually stay very neutral in everything we do. But last night they have also started to sanction Russia. But with the economy crashing in Russia, could this go one way or the other? We do not know. Could it go in favour of Putin itself? Could the Russian people rally for Putin or rally for against? Some Russian people are protesting at the moment against the war in Ukraine. Quite a few thousand people have been arrested, as I read, which is again peaceful protests. They shouldn't be arrested, but being a state that they are, Russia, it's no surprising. I think Putin is losing control. He is losing control not only of his men, but obviously his mind. He's getting to the age where now I think he needs to stand down, which he will not. I think Russia needs a new revolution. What we need to do as a society is to help Ukraine as much as possible. Obviously, for some being so far away and we've got responsibilities, we cannot carry arms or bear arms and travel to Ukraine, but we can help Ukrainians by. There's plenty. I think the last time I checked, I haven't got my iPad on, there was about 400,000 Ukrainians have crossed the border into Poland. It is our responsibility to make sure that they're okay and safe, and allow them into our countries, wherever they wish to be, whilst the war is still carrying on. Like I say, the Ukraine and the Prime Minister of the Ukraine, let's speak about the Prime Minister at first. Forgive me, I can't pronounce his name, so, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but the Prime Minister has been offered many times to be evacuated out of the Ukraine. He's stood firm, and he is a hero to his men, and I think also to Europe and to the world, to show such true courage in the face of adversity and in the face of an army that is a lot bigger, if I will say, than the Ukrainians' army. But he is stood fast and he is fighting on the front line. So hats off to him and his men, his soldiers, the civilians of the Ukraine that have carrying the arms, the children and the women that are obviously are running terrified. I pray that you find shelter and find safety. And for the soldiers and for the civilians that have carried arms, stand fast. You will be victorious. You have plenty of courage and determination to see this through. I've seen many reports online and in the news. You are doing a fantastic job in Ukraine in defending your homeland. What can we learn from this? Again, it's still too early to say what we as a society can learn from this, but it goes to show that how fragile and insecure our world still is. There will be no peace whilst we have dictators. There will be no peace whilst we have people like Putin. So whilst we have people like that, we need to stay prepared and stay focused and stand ready, because God forbid they may come to us, they may come to the UK, they may come to Europe, or they may come to any free democracy in this world and attack us. I want anybody put any questions below, any how you see this war going, or how you think Putin's mind is at this point in time. Put all your comments below. I'd like to hear from you. Any information that you've found out yourself, please put it below, because I'd like to read and catch up on things as well. This thing I've been following since the day it started, and it's been horrifying to read some of the stories. So fingers crossed it will end very soon with the peace talks and ceasefire. Hopefully, fingers crossed soon. Putin wakes up and realises that he's not welcoming in Ukraine, and nor are the Russian soldiers that have stepped foot. Actually, speaking of that, I don't know whether you heard in the news, there was one a few days ago, battalion of Russian men actually surrendered because they were unaware they were attacking Ukrainian soldiers or civilians. So it goes to show that it's not Russia's war. It could be just Putin's war, because the soldiers have been told wrongly. Not saying that some Russian soldiers are headstrong, obviously. Also some soldiers are. But this makes you think whether it's Putin's war or Russia's war. Let us know what you think below. But for the rest, I hope you have a wonderful day for the Ukraine. Stay strong. We're all backing you and we're with you. Until I see you all again, have a fantastic day. This is John, out.